Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Crypto Space. In today's video, we are going to cover Kaspa, its recent price action, a couple of interesting tweets and news, and that AI that you guys saw in the thumbnail. Of course, a couple of different charts for Kaspa. We are going to cover BTC, its recent price action, long term, and we are going to look at a couple of interesting altcoin charts as well. So, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and a quick disclaimer that this video is not a financial advice. And now let's hop into Kaspa itself. So Kaspa is currently trading at 11 cents and is currently experiencing a 0.6% leg up on a daily. Market cap is currently sitting at 2.7 billion USD and 24-hour trading volume is currently sitting at 28.3 million USD. So now guys, if we are going to look at the overall crypto market, basically most of the alts are pretty much on green, and this is obviously great to see. However, our beloved Kaspa is unfortunately lagging behind. However, I do believe that there are going to be times in which other cryptos like these from today, for example, are going to be in red and Kaspa is going to thrive. That's what I truly believe. And now this is something that you guys have seen in the thumbnail. So shout out to Kaspador. You out to love the engagement and desire of Kaspa community to build an amazing ecosystem. Thanks to Venom 1977 team, shout out to the Mr. Venom, and you can now use the chatbot to build for Kaspa. So guys, I will go right away to this website right now, and this is still in beta guys, so we do have to forgive certain misunderstandings with AI. However, my understanding of this is that we can see a couple of details over here on each exchange of the volume, etc. on this website. By the way, the website is kas.live if you would like to check it out. And now I have interacted with Kaspa AI model, and as you can see guys over here, I've been pretty much asking what this model is capable of, etc., and I got some mixed feeling messages, if you know what I mean. And now the last one was pretty much accurate answer. What is the current supply of Kaspa? The current supply of Kaspa is approximately 23 billion. I don't necessarily know why this bot sent me her sexy photo, but it is what it is. Cassandra, so this is our Kaspa lady, and this potentially in the future could be a good thing for Kaspa, because this is still in beta obviously, but that AI model can potentially build certain trading strategies, etc. Obviously we know that ChatGPT is capable of many things, and that potentially could be something big for Kaspa in the future. And now shout out to Cryptographer. So 2024 could be a summer of Kaspa. While many are bored and likely losing money chasing memes and tokens with no fundamentals, that could very well be peaking. Kaspa has likely been in an accumulation phase of a lifetime. Kaspa is the only non-BTC coin following the power law and growing at a steady pace. Kaspa is a fair launch proof of work, running at 1 block per second and soon 10 blocks per second, fully running on mainnet with smart contracts on the imminent horizon. So these are our potential targets as of June 2024. We could potentially see that huge breakout for Kaspa in coming months, let's say. So basically we do still have to assume that this is accumulation phase for Kaspa, because if we are going to look at the previous accumulation phase, that was basically 216 bars, and if we are going to take it as a theory, that potentially could be 216 bars as well. Of course, that doesn't necessarily gonna happen at this exact date, but this is something to bear in mind with, because obviously we do have our lows with Kaspa and these pumps are yet to come. And now we've seen an unprecedented discrepancy in the comparison chart between Kaspa price and hash rate. Normally, Kaspa would experience a strong price increase after the price dropped below the hash rate, but now we see the reaction of world events in the chart. Kaspa, like almost all cryptocurrencies, is following the BTC chart and therefore falling. There was no extreme decline like some other subcoins. So yes guys, that's actually true, right? Kaspa dipped, of course, from 18 cents to 11 roughly. However, other coins bled much more than Kaspa. And if we are going to look at these two times that hash rate touched the price on the chart, we can clearly see that after that we had a huge spike in terms of the price. Of course, now the price is a little bit boring. Of course, that's due to the recent BTC's pullback, which can actually continue, but I'm going to show you a next chart. And of course, events that are going on currently in Middle East. However, if we are going to look at Kaspa comparing it to BTC, I believe that this cycle Kaspa is going to generate some income. However, I will also keep my long-term back for Kaspa, because that can truly, you know, see the prices of $50, $100, etc. How silly would that be to not hold any Kaspa for a long-term back? And now, exciting updates ahead. Next week, we are completing major milestones, deploying, minting, and transferring KRC20 tokens, along with indexer and API integrations. Our roadmap is in progress with an open beta planned for next month. Stay tuned for more updates. So guys, everything is going according to the plan with Kaspa, I believe. Of course, we are still waiting for these top tier exchange listings. We are also anticipating these smart contracts, KRC20, etc, etc, and I do believe that these things are going to come with time. Nobody really knows when exactly. However, we do have to remember that the best time to buy Kaspa, not a financial advice of course, the best time for Kaspa is right now, before this bullish news, right? For me, it would be weird to buy these green candles when Kaspa is going to see top tier listings, when Kaspa is going to see smart contracts, KRC20, and God knows when, right? This is going to be the time to sell, in my opinion, not to buy. And now, current reward is currently sitting at 117 Kaspas. The next reward is going to be 110 Kaspas. Next reduction is scheduled in 13 days, and hash rate is currently sitting at 231 per hash per second, and highest ever recorded hash rate was sitting at 245.5 per hash per second. So now let's have a look at addresses holding over 10,000 Kaspa. So guys, basically in these last 2 days, we have 160 new addresses, only within 2 days. So that's actually quite big. And if it comes to addresses holding over 100k wallets, that's only 30. And now if we are going to look at 4-hourly chart for Kaspa, nothing is really going on over here, to being honest with you guys. The only good thing is that we are holding that level of support of roughly 11 cents. And of course, we are dipping slightly below. However, we are jumping back. So bulls are in a control, or at least trying to be in a control for Kaspa. Of course, that accumulation is also, you know, pumping the price. So that's a good, and looks like there is a strong belief for Kaspa in general as a project. And now guys, in order to understand of what we can expect potentially with Kaspa, let's have a look at a couple of charts for BTC and general charts of altcoins. Shout out to trader Taringrade. By extending Bitcoin's previous RSI cycle tops in 2017 and 2021, we got the next potential top and might happen before 2025. So if we are going to look at the standpoint of RSI, guys, this is one monthly chart, and this is something that we have to keep an eye on, is that RSI levels on a monthly chart. Of course, you know, daily and weekly chart is going to show you different levels on RSI. However, this is quite important, that potentially can indicate that this is the end of the cycle and we are close to the top. So we technically could see a huge spike in prices of BTC and alts in a couple of months, and technically, according to Trade and Taringrade, we could see the top before 2025. And now, if we are going to look at the standpoint of Wyckoff accumulation, which I actually quite often mention about on the channel, we can clearly see that this currently is a phase C for a Bitcoin, right? So of course we are going to, go, sideways for a while, or at least, according to model of Wyckoff, reaccumulation actually. Then after that, we are going to enter phase D. Let's say we can expect an exit from that Wyckoff accumulation fully and enter into the parabola, aka phase E. And now, shout out to El Crypto Prof. Bottom should be finally in. BTC reclaimed the blue line last month and retested it to the point now. After reclaiming the line in 2012, 2016 and 2020, Bitcoin was just getting started, guys. So we are on the verge of something legendary, I believe. However, according to the Stock Money Lizard, this is how this current bull cycle potentially might look like. So let's have a look at the zoomed in chart. And now guys, this is basically the halvening, which was, I believe, 2 days ago. We potentially still could see lows of 52k. This is not out of the question, guys, all right? Even if we are going to see these lows, doesn't necessarily mean that we are going to, see the end of this cycle. This is just a shakeout of people, out of the market, so manipulators can pretty much get into Bitcoin and in general into crypto assets at the discounted price. However, if we are going to take this as a theory, then later we are going to enter into summer into 2024. Of course, we are going to see much higher prices in 2024. let's say around 100k, and after that peak technically could happen in September 2025 and peaking around 250,000 USD. Guys, please remember that this is only estimation and this is nothing for sure. There is no 100% in crypto, so you have to remember this and take your profits along the way. And now if we are going to look at Bitcoin from the standpoint of very simple rising trend line, we can clearly see that Bitcoin technically could top out at 240,000 USD. So shout out to the Scalping Pro. And now guys, finally altcoins, in which of course our Kaspa is included. So let's have a look. 2016 we had our accumulation, aka Wyckoff accumulation zone, right? We have exited, aka phase E. Then we had a pullback on it, and after that we saw another leg up, correction, and then we had a huge parabola. So let's have a look at 2020. Basically the same thing, right? Wyckoff accumulation / bear market, whatever. After that we have exited that. Then we have entered phase E. We have exited that. We have exited that phase D. On phase E we had a little bit of pullback, and after that alts saw a huge parabola. And now if we are going to look at this current cycle, it's not different at all in my opinion. So let's have a look. Wyckoff accumulation / bear market, whatever. Exit of phase D, entering phase E, in which we had a pullback, and now we are retesting that very important support on altcoins that leads us back to the previous cycle. And after retesting that as a support, I believe we could see some fireworks. And that chart, guys, is total market cap excluding Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. Classic price action playing out on the monthly time frame for alts, breaking off the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level, followed by a retest of it. Nothing unusual. In any case, watch the monthly candle closes in a couple of weeks, guys. So if we are going to look at the chart, right, basically when we're closing above that 61.8 zone, we had a retest, right, and after that we saw a huge leg up, and after that leg up we had some correction, and after that correction we had a full send of alts. So let's have a look at 2020. Alts went up and above 61.8 Fibonacci retracement zone, and after that we had a retest, right? And after that retest, we had a huge altcoin season. So let's have a look at the current cycle. 61.8 Fibonacci retracement zone, yes, check, right? Retesting that zone, yes, check. So after that, guys, we can expect something very big. And that, by the way, is altcoin excluding BTC on a monthly chart. And now Bitcoin dominance is getting rejected by the 56% and the trend line as expected. A monthly candle close like this could initiate the altcoin season 2024. So guys, as I'm saying, every single chart is pretty much showing, you know, and indicating that we can expect a strong alt season in coming, let's say, weeks, months, who knows, right? But definitely sooner rather than later. And these pullbacks are basically meant to shake you out of your backs. And according to Crypto Tracker, this is where we are at this bear trap. And that basically makes sense to me, right? So we had our accumulation zone, the time when BTC was at 15K or so. Then we had trend emerging, right? Shakeout, right? Another pullback after that 15K pump. Then we had momentum building. And now this is the time when BTC pretty much saw new all-time highs. And after that, we had this bear trap, right? So during this shakeout, many people are going to lose their patience and are going to sell their bags. However, if you are going to look at the cheat sheet, fireworks are on the way. Ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching that quick Kaspa, BTC and altcoin updates. I hope that you have guys enjoyed it, and I wish you having a great day or evening wherever you are in the world. Peace and love, crypto.